What the fuck? There we go. Alright, we should be good. Hello, everybody. I'm Brother Smoke, and welcome back to L.A. Noire, a crime-solving detective game. Team. Get right into it. Alright. I don't think I'm still anywhere near the end. I still gotta get the Vice. This one, I'm able to do
awfully familiar.
I
right
think
off
that's
the
the
bat.
impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile
All
from
right.
the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries?
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Alright, didn't want to talk over it. But yes, it's the first time I'm able to actually examine the body with people watching because, at least on this one, she's clothed, as you can see. Look, she's wearing a green dress. Alright, nothing wrong with the hands. Excuse my little coughing fit there. Yup, found something. Oh, cigarette butt.
Not much help.
Yeah. Not like that DNA testing back at this time. Damn it, get off that.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Maybe. Didn't see any evidence that he had a car besides this right here.
Not now, Phelps.
Fine, jeez. Anything else I'm missing here? Apparently I'm missing something. I don't think it was with the arm. I think it was with the head. It wasn't... Really? Nothing? There we
There
go.
appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Alright, that should be it. There's the box. Black and white doing up here.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Keeping a straight on stare. Don't know why she'd lie about
Do you have a
that.
description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Nice. Alright, back. Whoa. Okay. Mr. Gotta show off my skills at jumping over things.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective.
Should call them
There's a
hobo
large
camps.
camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
You're jumping that one. There you go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
The track leaders.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
What the hell was
I'm
that?
failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
See where the evidence takes us. Though in this one, I think it was not the Black Dahlia murderer. Yeah, that's okay. The wrong
At least
guy.
the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Like, he looks familiar.
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress. Is it there?
Is it F3 1 or F1363?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake. You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Not to the hobo camp yet.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please,
Except you
for
didn't.
once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Yeah. One, don't think she's married. Didn't have a ring on her finger. If she did and the guy took it off, usually the finger is bruised or torn up. So, don't think she was married. But we'll see. Well, there's a boat. I mean, I guess it could be just her boat, but... Okay, let's go see.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found
Wow,
this
that's
morning.
a very loud
Very
fireplace.
sorry for the loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Those are some oddly shaped looking kids.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Operator, give me R&I.
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, okay. So he's just checking the alibi. That's cool.
Nothing significant.
What are you looking at over there, Rusty?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Oh, something right there. Boat. Bottle boat. Oh, like the one outside.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
I doubt it.
Rusty, move. Fat ass motherfucker.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Yeah, it didn't have any writing on her.
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
I don't think so, just because, let me look at that again real quick. Notice the tread of the boot, that wasn't the tread, that was out there at the crime scene. So I doubt it was that. No, I didn't want to go outside.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Yeah. Of course, you would think that would have cleaned that up. Or dried out by now. Looks more like this guy was more of the handyman.
to check if she was a regular. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Oh, another change purse.
Probably nothing.
But that one doesn't seem to have any need or use. Another matchbook.
Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
It's like you're sweet in that one place with the German singer. When you're married, Cole.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Wow, that's fucking fireplace.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Keeping eye contact. But then he does stuff like that. But still, he's keeping eye contact. He's not looking around kind of like, you know, hopefully they don't know about the... See, I'm not totally sure. But I don't have any evidence that would say that I do know. And I don't want to be the bad cop because kind of being an asshole. His wife is dead, but... See, he's doing this stuff that makes me think he possibly is lying. But otherwise, he keeps a pretty good eye contact. You know what? Only because... Okay, good cop.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
Motherfucker, son of a bitch! If I was to call alive, what? See, there's nothing in here that makes me think I could have easily pulled up, said he's lying.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Okay, the way he's acting, kind of moving, you could have put it back up.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Okay, see, you're doing that. Let me look at my notebook. But I don't have anything here that makes me think otherwise. So I'm gonna
Spill
have to
it,
go back
Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Okay, see that? I want to say because of the boots and the jacket. So he's keeping a pretty good eye contact right here. No, lie.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said.
Yeah!
This
Oh!
cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Charlton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken it dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
That's good advice, Rusty. But I mean, granted he's married, but he's like, dude, I was doing well at cards, I had this cute little brunette hitting on me. And it was the best night of my life.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true. Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Oh, aren't we here? Yes, I missed something. Damn it. Maybe I gotta go talk to the little girls? I don't know. Still just able to walk right in. Ooh, I know what it possibly is. Where was it? Right over here. No.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
See, I just don't know what it is that I'm possibly missing here. Oh, now you just move out of the way. Seeing all these things. What the fuck am I missing? Something on the boat fucking figures because I even came back here next to the boat. Oh, now it wanted to do it. That's terrific.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Sounds like the Tarleson broad had her last drink at Barron's bar. We should check the place out.
Yep.
You can drive.
There we go.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I read about him in the paper.
I'm Detective Cole Phelps. I'm famous. Actually, he doesn't sound anything like that.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
Let's say...
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and...
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she
Got
with?
that one right? All
We've
right.
had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
See, I don't trust on that one, but he's not making this case. So telltale signs that he's lying. But I want to say that he possibly does. Man, I hate this fucking part.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help,
All
Mr.
right,
Clough.
awesome.
We'll take
Got it right.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Boy, let's make it seem better, Dave.
Go, Phelps, get after it. Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
Take me
I
car,
thought you were
sir.
going to leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
See, that loud bang scared the shit out of me.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Trying to. People keep walking in front of the car. Like that dude almost did.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Ooh. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Oh! I hope you're okay, sir. Oh, look, you're getting up. Just walk it off.
Show me your hands! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor Boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
All right, back to the thing.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Now we go to the hobo camp.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Yes, oughtn't we? Haha. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Oh, he bothered me. Never leave me alone. I fought. Where's my wife? Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait.
This guy must have escaped
All right.
Seems irrelevant.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Mm-hmm. Guys just sitting out here on the mud? What, this guy has his own little carport? What the fuck? I know there's another one I can get into. Apparently I'm not seeing it. Oh, here's one. Gold record. Dude. Russ, you gotta do this shit again. Move, man. I swear I thought there was another one that you could get into.
Phelps, leave him be.
Bumped into him. Shut up. Aha, there's more. Alright. Horns, horns everywhere, horns. See, this kind of... Yeah.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
All right.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
I'm telling you, Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
I don't think there's anything to say why on it. Yeah, I'll just play
So you
that.
tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Okay.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
All right, back to the hobo cam.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? Three suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
Nope.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrelson picked up?
11K, roger.
It is true. It is enough time to leave. Because he said he only had the babysitter till 9. His wife left around 8:30. So he would have had to leave shortly after that, walk the chick home, then go home himself before going back.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. You need to hold out until the cavalry arrive.
How do we do that?
Like this. Fuck that. Keep him down, Phelps.
If you
Killing
want
make
your
you feel
rightful
powerful.
share, we need to fight for it!
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
All right.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Okay, here we go.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war. Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon. Good night, sir.
That guy right there. He played the Winchester's dad in an episode of Supernatural. Or not Winchester's dad, grandfather.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
Maybe
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
Oh, shit.
Better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Yeah, and that guy Sheldon, granted it may come up in the story a little bit later, but when some guy was screaming on the hill and he went out, people were cheering, but he wouldn't bring him back. He would go out there and overdose him on heroin to kill him to stop the pain. Yeah, that guy was a piece of shit. And what do you know?
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
Plus, there's blood on it. Oh, it wasn't the same place. E.T.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Just the ballroom. All right. No, not that way.
Sorry, picture.
Can I not use this? Fine. I just climb right over the fence. This way, Rusty.
Galloway, I need you.
Hold on, I'm coming.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Back to Central.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
The fuck was that? I've eaten at the Brown Derby. All right.
We're going this way.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Both Marines. They're brothers.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrelson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Okay, well, how about that?
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
See, I don't know what the question was. I guess I can say, damn it. See, I don't know what to pick. Lie or man? Because I've got no evidence that he did go up there to... Except there were car tracks. So I'll just go...
You're clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Hey, I got it
Stuart
right.
Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
The guy that was on the side edge there. He was the fruit stand guy.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Who else gets the... Damn, I missed 4 clues. Wow.
And now my heart's ablaze.
Yep, there you are, the girl. See the girl that he's cheating on his wife with.
Only fooling, don't walk away. Don't leave me singing.
I wonder if there's places like this that still actually exist. Go in, you get a table where you can get some food, drink, listen to sing band.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Yeah. Which we are going to save till the next time. Instead, we got all these new things. Should be good. Everything should be saved and everything. But
another body in Deirdre Muller's
here we
reign.
go. Gotta talk again.
The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
When exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Okay, well, that was exciting. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, click that little bell button there on the edge there to get notified of whenever I do uploads or live gameplay. Live gameplay is what I mostly do, so it'd be cool if you guys check that out. Of course, then I do have all the other videos in my page. Check those out if you'd like. I'm also currently playing Batman Arkham Asylum. That will be what I get to next. After this one, after
you know
dude, I'm talking here. Asshole. I'll be taking a break and actually playing that in about an hour or so. But until then, I will see you all in the next game. Peace.
What are we waiting for?